For years, a 9-inch Ford has been the go-to rear for people building cars. They're strong. In fact, we used one in a top fuel car right up until 1998. But the thing that makes them so strong is what makes them a bad choice for a street car under 500 horsepower or so. It's that pinion height. The pinion sits low on the ring gear, and because of that, it takes more horsepower to turn the thing. In fact, the pinion support bearing that they put in these isn't to make it stronger, but to make up for that defect, because the pinion is trying to push away from the ring gear. If you challenge for power, a Dana might be a better choice. They're just as strong, if not stronger, and their strength comes from beef instead of pinion placement. But in reality, most people never make the kind of power those rears are designed to handle. For a moderately powered 400 to 500 horsepower street car, a rear like this 8 1/4 Chrysler is actually a much better choice. They're light, they're efficient, there's lots of aftermarket parts, and you can find them in any pull-apart. About $125 to get you everything you need, including sure grips. They're all over the place. Another great choice for a high-strength, lightweight, common rear are the 8.8s like you find in this Ford Explorer. Somebody already found this one. Inch for inch, pound for pound, my favorite is the 8 3/4 Chrysler. Not because I'm a Mopar guy. I'm actually a Mopar guy because I'm a fan of Chrysler's post-war engineering. But this particular rear is one of the most versatile and strongest ever built. It's a dropout center like the Ford 9-inch, so gear changing is a snap. And the pinion sits a little bit higher on the ring gear, so it doesn't need quite as much torque to turn. They're stronger than hell. These things were used in funny cars up until around 1969, 1970, and in top fuel dragsters up until 74 or 75. So in a light car, they'll take tremendous horsepower. They're not good with shock loading, though. So trans brakes and dead hooks, they'll hurt it. But for a typical street and strip car, these things are really hard to beat. The weak link on one of these is the sheet steel housing. They're designed to be used with a pinion snubber, which transfers the torque load away from the housing and to the front of the axle. If you're going to mount one solidly, or use a traction device like Caltrax, which grab from the outside, you're going to want to back brace it to keep it from distorting. The upside is that they're the lightest of all of the strong rears. At the opposite end of the spectrum, you've got these little suckers, the 7 1/4, also known as the AAM 7 1/4. If it looks like a downsized Dana 60, that's because that's exactly what it is. They've been in production for generations now and used in all sorts of applications. They get a bad rap because they have bad Spyder gears. It's the weak link. But in a car that's under, let's say, 3,200, 3,300 pounds, less than 300 horsepower, these things are fantastic if you can hook them up with a short grip or a posi unit. Now for a round town car, daily driver, grocery getter, this is actually one of my preferred rears. They take next to no horsepower to turn. They make even a small motor like a Slant 6 feel a little snappier. They get good gas mileage. But the bottom line to picking a rear, any rear, is to get the one that suits your purposes best. One size does not fit all.